Just a brief one. I've just watched the weigh-in from last night. Obviously, very, very excited for the fight tonight. It's going to be a good one. I'm going around to my friend's house. I've got my brother coming down. Going to try and film a few videos, some final post-fight pics, maybe even a post-fight wrap-up. Very, very exciting stuff. From the weigh-in, first thing I noted was the completely opposite demeanours of the two men involved. Yeah, Pacquiao comes out, and to be honest, he's being stereotypical Pacquiao. Grinning, laughing, happy-go-lucky, playing to the crowd love him. Mayweather, he looked like he was in Terminator mode to me. He looked like he had, this is not typical Floyd Mayweather. He wasn't giving it large, he wasn't being aggressive and threatening in the stare down, he wasn't talking. After he weighed in, he got straight back into his clothes. I haven't seen this side to him before, certainly not in his recent fights anyway, and I think he really means business. Now, I'm no sports psychologist, but I imagine there's some sort of debate as to what's the better way. I mean, is it better to be so relaxed like Manny Pacquiao before the fight that you are dancing around grinning, or is it better to be that focused as Mayweather is? The size difference yet again was absolutely apparent. I appreciate the guys weighed in a pound different on the scales and both looked in excellent shape. Mayweather in particular I thought looked absolutely chiselled. But whilst there was only a pound between them, I thought Mayweather looked such a bigger man. I appreciate people say Pacquiao's got strong legs, big muscular legs, but for me Mayweather looked like the sort of powerhouse of the two, and he looked like he was a weight class above. The one thing, that I wanted to tackle here is, people talking about rehydration. People saying, I noticed on the footage I was watching on Showtime, they were saying Mayweather will probably come into the ring at 154. I don't see that. I mean, when Mayweather's been fighting at light middleweight, he hasn't been weighing in at 154. So I don't see why it's going to be any different this time. For what it's worth, I don't think Mayweather's a big welterweight whatsoever. I think he would be much smaller potentially than the likes of Kell Brook, Keith Thurman. I think maybe he'd even be a smaller man than the likes of Amir Khan, who's been competing at light welter relatively recently. I do not see Mayweather as a big welterweight, and I think all this talk about how he's going to balloon up is complete nonsense. The other thing I found very bizarre, right? Very, very bizarre, and I'd be really, really grateful if someone could explain this to me. Please comment in the section. Genuinely, I'm not trying to be sarcastic here, I just do not understand why this occurred. Manny Pacquiao weighs in 2 pounds under the limit, and he then proceeds, seconds after weighing in, to neck a load of water and to eat some sort of, bar or snack or, something like that. I mean, what am I missing here? Why would you weigh in 2 pounds light if you're dehydrating or if you're hungry, malnourished? Surely he'd have been better off having an extra pound of water or a pound and a half of water and food in him. I just do not get why you would weigh in 2 pounds under the limit and start necking water. I do not get it. I'd be really intrigued if someone could explain that to me. I think the two things to discuss, the size difference. For me, it is a weight class apart, but that's not to do with Floyd being a big welterweight. For me, that's to do with Manny being a small guy. The height and reach difference is so obvious. And the other thing is the demeanours. I mean, the way Mayweather's behaving, perhaps he is going to show a different side. Perhaps because he is the bigger man and he's so focused, he is going to try and be more front foot heavy. I'm buzzing for it. I can't wait. It's about 2 o'clock here UK time. I've just got rid of my girlfriend. I've told her realistically there's no point you and I being in the same house tonight. So off you go, back to your parents' house for the bank holiday. As I say, I've got my brother coming down. We're going around to my friend's house. Got a big TV set up. We're going to have a barbecue. Going to drink a few beers, maybe film a few videos. Really, really looking forward to this one. Let me know your final thoughts. Let me know your thoughts on the weigh-in. Keen as always to discuss. Many thanks for watching.